Welcome back, you lovely wiz. It's your number one fat Asian coming to you again with another one of these intriguing FIFA 17 experiments. Now, you guys seem to really like it when I take two combo squads and pit them head to head against each other in the same league. So I got another one today, but this time we are not divided by country. We are not divided by teams. Today, we are divided by offense versus defense. So that is what I have done. I have placed all the best defenders right here on Burnley, and I have placed all the best offensive players in FIFA on Bournemouth. We're going to take both of these super teams, put them into the Premier League, well, they're already in the Premier League, and see which team reigns supreme. So let's first go ahead and look at the offensive team, which I placed on Bournemouth. I chose Bournemouth and Burnley just because the players that aren't going to be these offensive players are around the 75 mark, so it's relatively even. I opted for a 3 in the back formation with Pogba and Modric being center mids. I counted center mids as offensive players since I'm counting keepers as defensive players. And as you can see up top, you have Suarez, Lewandowski. Behind them, you have the likes of Ibrahimovic, Aguero, Higuain, Griezmann. Their strikers are so stacked that you can even see Aubameyang, who's in the substitute section, doesn't even come up on recommended. At cam, you have the highest rated in the game with Ozil, and then behind him, you have Iniesta, Kevin De Bruyne, James Rodriguez, and David Silva. Left side, highest rated player in the game, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo. Behind him, look at this: Neymar, Hazard, Royce. On the other side, you have Lionel Messi, Bale, Robin, Griezmann, and Sanchez also behind him. And the midfield, you have Luka Modric and Paul Pogba. Once again, you can debate if Paul Pogba should be in this starting team, but trust me, in FIFA, he is a god. And behind him, you have the likes, as said before, Iniesta, Toni Kroos, and Vidal. I know he's kind of more of a defensive midfielder, but, you know, he's in there. He's listed as a CM. And as you can see, there's only 3 in the back. You have Cook, who's 75 rated, 74 rated, and 73 rated. And then you got Borch, who is 76 rated in between the sticks. Now let's go over to the Iron Fortress of Burnley. And as you can see in their lineup, it is absolutely ridiculous. I've opted to start N'Golo Kante, but I mean, the CPU is going to start whoever they want. This time, I actually have deleted pretty much all the defensive players on Burnley, so they can only start these world-class players. You have Kante, you have Busquets behind him, you have Matuidi, you have Matic, you have Casemiro, you have Verratti, who technically is a CM. I know I could have probably put Vidal in there as well, but for the most part, I would count more Verratti as a CDM. At the right back position, you have Philip Lahm, who's the highest rated right back in the game. You have Carvajal behind him alongside with Dani Alves. And then these center backs are absolute god mode. You can see Boateng, you have Sergio Ramos, Thiago Silva, and then you have Marcelo out on the left side with Alba and Felipe Luis going ahead and giving backup. But look at the backups for these center backs, man. You have Godin, Hummels, Chiellini, Pepe. And in reserve, you have Piqué, Pepe, and Bonucci, and Courtois. It is absolutely, I'd be impressed if they let in 10 goals this season. And as you can see, I've opted for a 5 in the back formation with them, but really, it's more like a 7 in the back. I mean, up top, they're not absolutely terrible. Boyd is a decent player. Andre Gray has been fairly decent in the Prem this year. And then you got Brady out on the left side. But this is intriguing, man. Who is going to win this one? This is what we're going to do. We're going to hop into the game. I'm going to be managing as Manchester United because I'm going to be completely neutral on this. While the game is going ahead and setting up right now, I want to ask you guys, who do you think is going to finish higher in the league? I actually don't believe that either one of these guys are going to win the league just because of their weaknesses will basically cost them a couple of games here and there. But who do you think will finish higher in the league? This ultimate defense team or the ultimate offense team? Let me know by voting in the app. So we're now in July of 2016. We're going to go ahead and send up to the midway point and see how these two teams are kicking it. Let's go ahead and get it started. And this is the time where I make my prediction. And while that defense does look quite ripe, I'm going to go with MSN. Well, MSN, you got Ronaldo, you got Messi, you got Neymar, and you got Suarez, and Lewandowski. And yes, they got 3 in the back, but I just think the massive amount of goals that they're going to score is going to outweigh, you know, the amount of goals that they actually let in. On the reverse side, the ultimate defense, I think they might have a historic season of not letting in goals. But where are the goals going to come from? Andre Gray, you know, maybe. I think when push comes to shove, I think the defensive team is going to find a lot of draws because they just can't get the goal. So for that, I'm going offense. Let's go, baby. And yes, the forfeits are returning, baby. And if I get my prediction wrong at the end of this episode, you will see this right into my boutique. So without further ado, take it away, Time Wizard. Go, Time Wizard! All right, we are January of 2017. Ladies and gents. And now, let's go over to the player stats and see who is bombing it up. Well, what? How is Burnley's Brady have 10 goals? And there's like, yeah, there's no one on Bournemouth on here. Dybala is the highest rated Bournemouth player on here. Burnley has multiple people in the goal section. What? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Yo, Tottenham is killing it. They're my bet. Well, at least Ronaldo's providing some assists. And then this Gudmundsson guy's kicking ass too. What is going on? De Gea is in 8th place for Burnley. And then I did not expect anyone from Bournemouth on here, so I might have made a huge mistake. Let's go over to the table. Starting up top, it is Swansea City is in 2nd, and Burnley is in 3rd. Where is Bournemouth is down in 14th. I made a terrible mistake. Oh no. Yo, how is Burnley scoring all these goals? They have 31 goals. That's 3rd most in the Premier League. They've only allowed in 16, which is the best, and they're on 33 points. What is Bournemouth at? Bournemouth have only scored 24 goals. They've led in 23. They only have a goal differential of 1, and they're on 23 points. It's over. There's no way they could catch up. Like, what the heck is going on? All right, so I'm going to get whacked in my ass at the end of the season, but I guess we'll see. Let's sim forward to June. Time Wizard activate. Go, Time Wizard! Alright, we're on June of 2017. I'm just gonna go accept my fate. Let's see if Brady has won Golden Boot. Makes no goddamn Are you kidding me? I was joking. Who the fuck is this Brady kid? I've never heard of this Brady kid before. And apparently, just having that strong of a defensive back line has created a platform for this man to turn into a superstar. And they've gotten Silva. I'm guessing they bought Silva at the halfway point. Let's see if anyone no one on Bournemouth is on this list. Were they too busy defending? Like, what happened? What the hell happened? No, oh my god, what happened? We're on the assist list. You can see Matic made it in at 6th place with 6 assists. Okay, Ronaldo made it in at 9th place. At least someone here is for Bournemouth. And there you go. They even shored up even harder. David De Gea finishes with the Golden Glove. 16 clean sheets. Very, very impressive. So, honestly, Burnley might have won the league, because Tottenham's people just kind of faded. They bought Silva, apparently. We'll see. Let's go. Up top, Burnley and the ultimate defense have won the league, only conceding 24 goals the whole entire season. It was a tight race though. Like, look at these point totals, under 80. They won it with 76, so Spurs was right there. Let's see, they had 7 draws, 8 losses. Goals for, wow, they scored the most goals. How did the best defensive team score the most goals in the Premier League?
How, Sway? You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Where's Bournemouth? Bournemouth, they did a little bit better. Bournemouth did a little bit better. They ended up in 9th place. They conceded 4-2, which was to be expected, but they just did not have... They didn't have the goals in 49 goals. Not good enough. All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look what the heck happened here. I mean, the big boys played, they just didn't have, you know, prolific goal scoring. Suarez played 17 games, only got 3 goals. Pierre Aubameyang was probably the best, netting in 7. Dybala had 6. Ronaldo in 32 games only had 5 goals and 5 assists. Like, look at this, man. Look at this. Neymar, 10 games, 0 goals. Iron Robin, 14 games, 0 goals. That was weird. Let's go ahead and take a look at Burnley. Oh, and that is what Burnley did. They bought Andre Silva from the guy who was lighting it up for Porto, I believe. And he whooped some ass. 37 games, 17 goals. And then this dude, Robbie Brady, came out of nowhere. I think he was like, what, like 76 rated and was the player of the season. Alright, so there you guys. Once again, FIFA has bamboozled me even further. Let me know, did I do something wrong? Like, I don't understand how this result came about. Ah, that was like the bone!
You're crying.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're crying, boo.
I'm not crying! But if you did enjoy, go ahead, take your nibble, go ahead, smush it into that like button. And if you did enjoy this type of content, subscribe for more of the good news. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. If you want to check out my latest FIFA 17 experiment, go ahead and click over here. Damn, if you want to get caught up in the China ruins all the FIFA career mode, go ahead and click down here. Digsy poos. Anyway, my name is BMOnus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Stay yourself, stay humble, be weird.